If you feel like the woman is letting herself go, ask yourself, am I loving her correctly to the point that she wants to show up as her best self? Sometimes it's not your man doing anything wrong. We deal with a lot of mental stuff. I need you to come and fight for me. Keep me safe from myself so much that I don't get to attack myself.
She said we gotta help her from fighting herself. So if you don't know what's wrong with you, how am I supposed to help you? Women need to wake up and at least hold themselves accountable. This experience that they speak of, that you're gonna just make them feel so magical when they don't know what's wrong with them, that you have to go find out what it is. So they're gonna blame you for everything. They want to be respected as adults but treated like children.
The reason that pushed me to even bring up divorce and talk about it was the fact that I feel like I can't be myself with my husband. And it's really confusing because I'm 32 years old. I am a mom of 3, and I still don't know who I am. So for me to be like, oh, I can't be myself, or you don't love me for who I am, isn't really fair because I don't know who I am.
This woman has 3 children. She's 32 years old. They got a dog. And what is wrong with it? She's selfish, A, and she's bored, right? And why is she bored? Because everything is going really well. And she wants something else.
We have romanticized romance so much, we almost don't like the truth. And the truth is, you will not always be so goggly, googly-eyed over your partner. The truth is, sometimes you're really going to be disappointed, upset, angry, emotional, bothered. You don't even frustrated. You don't even want to be around that person, right? These moments can happen in your relationship, and it doesn't mean that you're ready to throw in the towel or you're ready to give up or you're ready to say this person is not for me. It just says, hey, this is a trigger and a signal that's telling me something that happened doesn't feel good. What does that mean?
You know, men have decided it's easier to take a step back. It's easier to opt out rather than trying to hop into confusion, rather than trying to force my way into a situation that, quite frankly, doesn't seem advantageous to me. Doesn't seem like it's going to go well. So I'm not going to sit up there and continue to be like, oh man, I got to get her. No, I don't. No, I don't. The alternative with me forcing myself into this space is I have somebody acting crazy with me, and I don't have time for that.
Yeah, he works at McDonald's.
He's still better in bed than you, and we've been sleeping in our bed.
Merry Christmas, open it.
It's not even Christmas yet. What is it?
You'll see.
What is this?
Divorce papers.
Why?
I found your Tinder.
Well, the baby's not even yours, so I hope you're happy.
I'm happy I'm gonna be gone and I don't have to deal with a cheater's baby.
I've been sleeping with my ex our entire relationship. By the way, it probably is.
Okay, good for you. I hope you two have fun together.
Yeah, we will. I brought him over like every day.
Yeah, get out of my house.
When a man disrespects you and treats you like you are nothing, that is exactly what you must become to him. Make yourself disappear. Houdini that man. But this is exactly where most of you driven, successful, beautiful women go wrong, because I see it every single day in my one-on-one sessions. You don't see his lack of consideration and inconsistency as rejection. You see it as an invitation to prove yourself. So instead of walking away, you start performing and you think, I'm not losing anything by trying, but you are. You're losing your dignity, you're losing your self-respect, you're bending over backwards to become what he might want someday. But Allie, you don't understand. Once he sees how great I am, he's gonna step up and he's gonna start pulling his weight. Who told you that? How it starts is how it will continue. And what incentive does this avoidant man have to treat you better when you've already accepted basura, mentiras, porquerías, and rewarded it with access, warmth, and reassurance? You want to know what actually commands respect? Walk away, because your absence will cut deeper than your words ever could. So wish him the best and go be with the man who heard you the first time.
Men have started going their own direction and quit fixing the mistakes and the foolishness. And some of the stuff is not even a mistake. It's just you doing whatever you want to do and expecting a man to save you. And when I, as a man, have stopped doing that, my life has gotten a lot better.
Men are being expected to protect, provide, and lead at the beginning of a relationship, while society is telling women that they should not act as a wife, do not perform wifely duties at a girlfriend level.
That's right.
How is a man supposed to know that you're going to be a good wife, a good mother, if you are nurturing, kind, if you're not acting? If you're not playing that role, you either have it in you or you do not have it in you as a woman.
Exactly.
Men are now very self-sufficient. They're not requiring a woman anymore to do the things that they have been doing for themselves for many years.
I don't think these modern women understand that men can do a lot of the things that traditionally were meant for women, and traditionally women did, I should say. We don't really need you like that. Get your attitude in check or be alone.
Why are men still expected to pay on the first date as the standard?
Well, that's just the nice thing to do. It's just courteous because oftentimes the men will invite the women out first. So if you invite them somewhere, you should pay first.
How often do you see women asking men out on dates?
I would say nowadays it's not very common.
So then wouldn't that by default make the man typically the one who has to pay?
Yes. Of course, if the woman asks first, then you invited them and you should pay. But it's more common for women to ask now.
I really feel like it depends who's the pursuer and who is the one being pursued.
Well, aren't women typically the ones being pursued?
Typically, yes.
So then wouldn't that mean that the act of chivalry usually falls upon men?
Yes, absolutely.
So then would you consider chivalry to be a female privilege since women are typically the ones receiving that special treatment?
Well, I feel like women have been treated unfairly and poorly for so long that once you find something that's against the grain, as far as I guess you would say,
I do believe there's a certain type of etiquette where men are actually willing to keep it, but yet women are not in the same instance.
A lot of modern women continue to say that men aren't putting forth effort. Yes, I am. I'm just not giving you the effort because you on some BS.
I need someone who's at least 6'8", and he has to be driving a hypercar, maybe a Bugatti or a Pagani. And I want him to be making at least 12 figures a month. And he can't have kids already because I already have 3 kids. And he has to have a business under his name if he wants to be with me. He has to be very religious, and I want him to have an 8-pack. And has to be 250 pounds, all muscle, no fat, of course. And he has to be tan with big brown eyes.
Okay, but what do you have to offer?
Excuse me? What do I have to offer? Are you serious right now?
Like, what do you bring to the table?
I bring meat. What else should I bring?
Like, can you cook at least?
No, I don't do cooking. What the hell?
Can you clean?
Do I look like a maid? No, I don't do cleaning either.
Do you have a job?
Pretty girls don't work. I know I was wasting my time talking to you. I need a real man who's gonna take care of me.
What do you mean, real man? There's nothing about you that's real. Your whole body's fake.
I literally have the best surgeon in Miami, and he worked on me.
But who the hell do you think you are? You're literally, you have kids. You literally have kids, and
I knew I'm wasting my time.
My male audience, please come to the front, come to the front. I have a question for you because I saw this video and I thought, is she onto something or is this?
Here's a hard pill to swallow for intelligent women. You are not the average male's ideal woman. You are not the majority of men's ideal woman. You are kind of like a muse. You make the man think. You say things that never enter his consciousness on a day-to-day basis. You become an object of study. You are intellectual. You are deep. You are dense. He's sitting there in awe that a woman could surprise him.
Now, I think she might be, because as an intelligent woman, I'd like to think of myself as an intellectual and not just well-educated, because I do think those are two separate things. I've never gotten a negative reaction from men because of my intelligence. I think women that do tend to be more pretentious than anything else, like projecting their intelligence by trying to make it seem like they're a lot smarter than they really are. And that could really throw men off. Or do some men just like being around the stupid girls because it helps them feel smarter? Let me know. I'm curious.
A lot of these men have realized that, unfortunately, for a lot of these modern women, it might seem like opting out is the best choice. Because when you look at how much stress you have to go through, modern women being inconsistent, just those two alone will have you saying, or, you know, kind of reconsidering and saying, well, maybe this is not the journey for me right now. Maybe I need to go build myself up. Maybe I need to focus on myself. Maybe I need to put a little bit more into who I am.
Why do men have this constant fear of being used for money that they don't even have?
Oh, I don't know. Let's take a moment and think about this, though, okay? It might have something to do with the veritable plethora of posts that are out there made by some women that are, one, indicating how exactly you can get more money out of a guy by acting in a certain way, or that a lot of women won't date a man unless he makes a certain amount of money, or it could also be that there are some women that actually indicate that unless a guy is spoiling them financially, they don't want to be with him. Could it be any of those possibilities? Sure, some guys don't have a lot of money, but a lot of people, especially those that don't have a lot of money, are very protective of the money that they do have. And seeing how many women out there are only after men for what they can get out of them in terms of finances, it does tend to make some men exceptionally more cautious when it comes to dating certain women.
Can we please bring back the 90s men?
No, we cannot. No, y'all keep asking for shit that's never going to happen. No, we are not going to bring back 90s men. No, field discretion is advised.
The men who adored you for real, the men who really loved you, the men who begged for your love, like the ones who cared about you for real, the ones who, it don't matter who around, they're going to show their love for you. Like, bring back the nice men, bring back the respectful men, bring back the men who don't feel like they have to be hoes, please. Because these pit bulls y'all got out here, keep them.
You know what? In order for us to bring back 90s men, right, it would require y'all to be 90s women. And you making this video automatically disqualifies you from being that. Y'all talk about 90s men like y'all was actually dating them. Y'all don't know what those men were actually like. Was the music better in the 90s? Yes. Do I think relationships were in a better space? Yes. But what it would require for you to have a 90s man, you are not prepared to do because your mind is in today's day and age. Y'all ain't even trying to go 50-50. 90s men were notorious for going 50-50. It was a normal thing. Y'all not trying to have no kids. And if y'all do, y'all only want one. I don't know too many families in the 90s that only had one kid. That was very rare. You're not even trying to dress modestly nowadays. You think 90s men were okay with their women coming outside half naked? No, that was not a thing. What's happening here is you are falling in love with the music and thinking all the men were like what the music is saying. And I'm not saying a lot of men were not. What I am saying is those men also had a standard. And most women in 2025 do not fit the standard of 90s men. That's just the reality of it. But you know what? I know you are not going to listen to me because I'm just a normal guy. Y'all keep the change.
Well, honestly and truly, most of these modern women want to get their hearts broken by Chad and Tyrone. For the rest of us who actually want to improve on ourselves, we're going to go somewhere else and do that. And that's what today's sponsor, Anson Belt and Buckle, helps you to do.
Men are having a super strong reaction to this video because here's a woman that is taking accountability for something that she did wrong in a relationship. And that is honestly all too rare, especially for a woman around this age, which I'm guessing she's like in her 20s. So to watch this video and for her to put herself out there, and she seems very genuine, especially in the comments, it is refreshing. And she's honestly really saddened by the situation, which is also very refreshing because she cares. She cared about that man and she understands that she's the one that made a mistake. Number one, I mean, that guy, he could see this and then, you know, maybe he wants to give the relationship another try. Or two, that woman is going to grow so much from this and she's going to be an amazing girlfriend for the guy that she wants to be a girlfriend to in the future. All around, it is just a win-win-win.
A lot of women today act like escorts. If a man has to pay you for your time in order to go out with you, then you're an escort, okay? Because us regular girls are not charging men money to take us out on a date. Like,
and I wouldn't. You know what I mean? It's like, if I'm dating, let's go play tennis if you play tennis. Let's go play some basketball. Let's do something fun together and get to know each other. I wouldn't want somebody taking me to a restaurant just so I could eat lobster tail for $400.
And you know, modern women continue to say, you know, why is this guy not asking me out? Why won't this guy shoot a shot? Why is this guy seeing me, staring at me, but he's hesitating? I mean, at some point in time, maybe you should realize what the man is going through. Maybe you should realize, you know what, this date really cost him. You know what, you know, he might have to spend a little time. He might have to spend some. Well, you know, we both spending time, but you know, he's got to spend his money on the date instead of just saying, well, you know, I spend my money too in a way because I use my makeup, and you know, I go get a spray tan, and one woman said, man, I took a workout class. I was like, girl, that workout class ain't gonna do nothing for nobody. You just started working out. You went to one workout class. You didn't lose no weight. As far as I'm concerned, you wasted, well, I mean, you didn't waste your time, but if you saying that you did it for him, you wasted your time. You need to have been doing that well before you met him, during the time that you met him, and then after the time that you met him. That's how these modern women do. They try to assign stuff to men and say, oh, well, you know, I'm doing it for you, so I got to spend money in a way. No, you're going to spend that money anyway.
Attractive women don't end up in long-term relationships. They also get cheated on. They don't get treated right by men in general. And this is simply because pretty people get in relationships because they get lusted on. This is why we all have that unattractive, like conventionally unattractive friend that just is in a relationship for like 5-6 years, and it's like, wait, why? Like, how? It's simply put because they don't get lusted on, right? Like, the guy knows who they are as a person, and that's why they fall in love with them, and then the looks comes after. Like, whereas attractive women especially have a hard time getting in relationships because men just like who they are physically, like, and then they get to know them personally, and it's like, wait, no, I really just only like you for the way that you look, because I didn't know you when I first saw you. This is why attractive people are single, and they internalize that and take that for oh, well, I must just not be attractive, I'm not beautiful. No, it's because you are beautiful that you are single. Men are literally terrified of you. You scare them off. They assume that you are in a relationship, but when they see you in public, they're not going to shoot their shot. And the men that do shoot their shot are oftentimes the worst kind of men because they fall for you for the lust that they have for you.
90% of the time when someone says they don't want a relationship, it just means that they don't want a relationship with you. And that sucks. That sucks. But they just don't want to hurt you. And it's not to say that they don't enjoy your company or everything about you, but sometimes people don't feel it. They just don't feel it. They just don't feel it, and that's something that you can't change. You can't change that, and if somebody says they don't want a relationship, you are their maybe. You are their maybe. They are unsure about you, and there's no need to be chasing somebody that's unsure about you. And I know it can be very comfortable because there's no, standards. That you don't owe them anything and they don't owe you anything, but you want them to owe you something. But they won't. They'll never do it. If they say they don't want a relationship, it's because they don't want it with you. So they're gonna find their person, and you're not their person.
And you have to understand that when you ask about where all the good men are, a lot of these men are quiet. They're right in front of you. They didn't disappear. They just quiet. I'm selective. I'm less willing to throw myself into another situation that looks and that feels unserious. You look and you feel unserious. This whole thing that we got going on looks and feels unserious. It looks like you playing around. You about to play with my money, about to play with my time. Some of these brothers got kids, and you about to play with my kids. And if you start doing that, you might have a problem.
Hi. You're so beautiful.
Oh my goodness, thank you. You're very sweet.
Are you single?
Am I single? Why are you single?
Of course.
I'm much older than you.
I love that.
That's okay.
I love it. Yeah.
How old are you? Let me gauge you. What's that like? What's that give? Let's hear this.
How old am I?
Yeah.
I don't know. You want to guess?
Old enough to know better, young enough to do it again.
Wow. Wow, I like that.
Do you live in Beverly Hills?
No, I live in Miami, but I'm here all the time, you know?
Okay, well then take my number.
Yeah?
Hold
Okay.
on 1 second.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I
interrupted.
know. It's my friend. She knows. Okay, hold on 1 second.
Sorry, she's super hot, you know, so I had to.
Oh my goodness, I appreciate it. From one.
I love the Rolex too.
Thank you. From one hottie to another. That's right.
I think I have the same one. Mine might be different.
I like it. It's a
Where you
good
from?
starter model. I grew up in New York and New Jersey.
Oh, yeah?
All over. Swedish, Irish.
You're Swedish and Irish?
Yes.
Oh man, I don't know any Swedish.
Well, what's your name?
Saeed, nice to meet you.
Saeed.
Or you can call me a future husband.
Saeed yells today. That's right. Have a good one.
I love you, bye. You love me too?
I like that.
Thanks, bro.
Good job, bro.
Thank you.
I am celibate. I've been celibate for 2 years.
What?
I've been celibate for 2 years.
Where'd that come from? 2 people that came out of you. What you talking about? What's the philosophy here? You're not a virgin. You got 2 people came out of you. What's going on?
Oh, no, you did not.
Oh, no, you did not.
And I'm going to tell you the reason behind that is because when I do open my legs, the men, they get crazy.
What you mean?
Do you want me to be blunt for you?
I want you to keep it classy, but you trying to say they get pee-whipped?
Yes.
So let me get this right. So you meet a man that's a high value man. I think you're going to be celibate for what? What? Till you married?
Yes.
You got your goddamn mind. I wish I would meet a 37-year-old with 2 kids and think you going. I'm making light of it because it is crazy. You're almost 40 years old with 2 kids talking about celibate. So when I said if you attracted a higher value man, you think you're going to make him wait until marriage?
Sweetheart, I'm going to tell you like this. My cookies is worth the wait.
Well, first off, check that, sweet. No, your cookies ain't worth the wait because you ain't made nobody wait. You got 2 kids without a marriage. So you a virgin on your wedding night?
I was not.
Name me the product that gains value with age and use.
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure you're going to tell me.
Yeah, nothing.
Wow.
Do men really love peace or just women who won't challenge them?
I think men want peace and women have to learn how to challenge.
Break that down. I don't understand.
I think that a lot of women challenge men in a way that is not effective or conducive to the result that they want. I think a lot of women struggle to regulate their own emotion, and because they're dysregulated, they're lashing out and reactive instead of responding. Whereas a woman that is just challenging, I think I challenge Brock all the time. And I'm not saying that it's the right way. I'm just saying this is a way that works for us. But the way that I challenge him is, may I share something with you? Or can I ask you a question? Or do you have time for a quick, whatever it could possibly be? And sometimes that comes with a challenge, and sometimes it comes with a goofy question, and sometimes it comes with love, and sometimes, it's all of the different things, but none of it comes with condescension. None of it comes with disrespect. None of it comes loud or in a crazy tone, or when I start doing it doesn't come with that. I feel like women get into their emotions and they forget who they're talking to, which brings me to this point. And I saw this video and I was like, dang, that's so deep. Why is it that we will go to work and we will be the best person we could possibly be for strangers, but then we come home and we treat the person we love the most like crap? We don't talk to them all day. We don't have patience anymore. We don't have any energy for them. But when you were just at work, you were smiling so hard for Tom, hand high-fiving, hugging, laughing, smiling, but you get home and it's like, man, I just don't feel like today. We have to be mindful of who we are talking to. That person that's in the house with you is that person that you should value the most. And sometimes that's hard, by the way. That's just the reality of it. But that's the work. Relationships be teaching, man. Let me tell you.
So I admitted something to my husband today, which is likely something that your wife is thinking too, or has thought at least once in your marriage. Admitting this to my husband was kind of unwise because I like to keep my cuckoo banana stuff inside, but whatever, it kind of came out. I don't know why goat cheese gets packaged in those logs, so I was making my breakfast sandwich and I was trying to get the goat cheese out to put onto the sourdough toast. It was unwieldy and messy and stuff was flying all over the place and some fell on the floor. And for me, the fact that this goat cheese packaging was so terrible was my husband's fault. And then the fact that it fell on the floor, in my mind, at that exact moment, was my husband's fault. And I made a little sound. I made a little sound when it fell on the ground that brought my husband's attention to the fact that that cheese fell on the ground and that somehow it was his fault. I mean, a rational person would know that if they spilt cheese on the floor, it is really their fault. I don't think that I am completely alone in this idea of blaming someone else for things that I have done.
Oh, trust me, this is something that men are fully aware of because they have experienced the lack of accountability from plenty of women. Honestly, men that are in a relationship or aren't even in a relationship, they're single, this is one of their worst fears. Because who wants to be blamed for everything wrong in somebody else's life? Men do absolutely like fixing things. Like, I talk about that pretty frequently, but he can't fix everything. And it's going to be super frustrating if you think that a man should fix absolutely everything in your life and that you should never have any sort of discomfort. And when you do have a discomfort or frustration, it's all his fault. Now, for this woman in particular, kudos to her for recognizing it. Now, I think she just needs to take it a step further and really take that accountability, apologize to her husband, and move forward with methods to completely avoid this from happening again.
A lot of men aren't leaving because they cannot handle a good woman. They are leaving because they are tired of paying for damage they did not cause. So you think you're Mr. Right? You check all the boxes. You're calm, you're consistent, you provide, and you are still getting attitude, you're still getting distance, you're still getting tested, you're still getting manipulated, you're still getting disrespected. Now you're confused because you don't get it. You don't see what it is you're doing wrong. And to be honest, it's nothing. You are simply dealing with somebody who's in defense and reactive mode. A lot of women don't hate men. They just don't know how to act when they are not being hurt. So they self-sabotage. They create problems where there are none. They question intentions that are clear and they pull away when things start to feel steady. Because these women are used to chaos and peace feels unfamiliar and unfamiliar feels unsafe. And a lot of men, they're going to deal with that for a while, but at some point they're going to check out. Because no man wants to keep proving himself to somebody who is committed to misunderstanding him.
A lot of these modern women like to comment on a man's masculinity. And if that's what you want to do, that's fine. Well, I believe a man should be this, and this, right? But I think the problem is a lot of these modern women really don't have a concept of what a man is. You can have an opinion, but the unfortunate thing for a lot of these modern women is their opinion is wrong. Their opinion of what a man is and what a man should be is wrong. That's not actually how a man works. That's not actually how masculinity works. They don't know that. They're just talking about what they read in some book somewhere.